Good evening, members of Vinyl. This is Ed, and today my wife went to a yard sale and was able to pick up 120 records for a mere $5. The gentleman there had said that if no one came to pick these up today, they were going into the trash. So thankfully, my wife showed up and offered the whole batch for simply $5. So I'm going to go through the records that aren't so great, some that are kind of cool, but ones that I'm not incredibly interested in. The Elvis is definitely a keeper. Carly Simon. Quite a few rock comps in here. As you can see, a lot of these are still in the shrink. Opened, of course. Yes, K-Tel. Lots and lots of K-Tel. Disco Dynamite, that will not be staying with me for too long. Neil Sedaka. This looks like it'd be a pretty nice compilation here. Handsome Ricky Nelson. And looks like I have 2 copies of these. Never seen these Johnny Cash comps here. I like the artwork on them. And here we go with some Christmas. Glen Campbell. Never heard of Jerry Jacks. Or Gene Pitney. I love the price stickers we have here from Hearts Family Center. Love songs. Quite a few compilations here. Neil Diamond. Here at last, after many years of waiting, the Bee Gees are live. K-Tel Power. Bobby Vinton. 50 Christmas Favorites. And another Elvis Gold. And Clint Holmes. No idea who that guy is. Chubby Checker's pretty cool. That'll definitely be a keeper. More compilations. This At the Hop is actually 4 discs. Pretty sweet. Little Patsy. This looks like a pretty decent compilation. The Greatest Hits album. What is on this? Christopher Cross, Delbert McClinton, Hall & Oates, Dr. Hook, Climax Blues Band, Kansas, Paul Simon. That might not be too bad. The Carpenters, more compilation. Come on and swim. I've seen this JFK album quite a bit. Folk songs with Mitch Miller. Polka, yeah, buddy. The beautiful Linda Ronstadt. More compilations. This could be very cool too. Pretty nice songs on that one. And Polka and Waltzes. Bay City Rollers Greatest Hits. The original Monster Mash. Diana Ross and the Supremes. Can't go wrong there. More of the Supremes. Alright. So let's get to the things I really want to show you guys. We'll start with Beatles 6266, still in the shrink, opened. What's nice about this is I recently purchased this off eBay, and the guy who sold it to me only had one of the LPs, and the second LP was off of the White Album. So I finally now have a complete 6266. Paul Simon, still crazy after all these years. Really nice copy of Bruce Springsteen's Live 5-disc. Happy to get that one. Mamas and Papas 20 Golden Hits. Eagles Greatest Hits, still in the shrink. Bridge Over Troubled Water. Love the hype sticker and the price tag. There goes Ryman Simon. That's a double, and I have two of those. Don't Shoot Me, I'm Only the Piano Player by Elton John, still in the shrink. More of the Monkees. This is a mono, also still in the shrink. And their first album. Can't go wrong with John Denver's Greatest Hits. Parsley, Sage, Rosemary, and Thyme. This is one of the few Simon & Garfunkel studios that I don't have. Got some Clapton. Jan D Anthology. Tunnel of Love by The Boss. Born in the USA. The River. Born to Run. All still in the shrink. Love it. Best of the Beach Boys. Big fan of the Beach Boys. Frampton Comes Alive. My first copy of this. Rod Stewart, Every Picture Tells a Story. Great album. American Pie, still in the shrink. Real happy to get this. I didn't have this before. Grease soundtrack. Still in the shrink. This was surprising too, Stealers Wheel. I just got this last week for $3. And I'd never seen it before, and now I have two copies. Very cool. Moody Blues, Question of Balance. Seventh Sojourn. Great record. We have Paul Simon, and this album is, I can't remember the name of this album. Another Paul Simon I didn't have. Three Dog Night, It Ain't Easy. Band on the Run by Wings. Hotel California. This is a definite upgrade to mine, as mine was pretty roached. Little Johnny Rivers. Sweet Baby James. Kenny Rogers in the first edition. Simon & Garfunkel Greatest Hits. 444, I like that. Creedence, Mardi Gras. The Best of Bread. Foreigner, Double Vision. Fleetwood Mac Rumors and the Shrink. Brewer and Shipley. This came out in 1970. I'm not too familiar with these guys. And they have Beach Boys Endless Summer, the 1974 compilation of all their 63 to 66 material. I also did not have this one. Very cool. Big fan of the Beach Boys. And we have Cosmo's Factory, still in the shrink. Can't believe it. I don't think this is an OG, simply because the records seem to be a little flimsy. So we'll have to do a little bit of research on that one. But still, awesome. I didn't have Cosmos. Green River, still in the shrink. Another flimsy kind of fantasy record. Not sure if it's OG or not. I highly doubt it. But still just great. And a definite upgrade to my actual OG, which is pretty beat up. And Seals and Crofts, Summer Breeze. So that was it. And thanks for checking in. Bye.